MD, JPB, it's only right, baby. Yeah, why you mad?
Hey, and welcome to another showcase, where I try to make fun, interesting team comps that stray away from the meta. These builds are purely just for fun, but I try to make them work in some way. These builds can be used as reference for making your own team, so feel free to swap any characters that may suit your playstyle better. Today's build came from a viewer from one of my live streams, and then one of my friends gave me the idea for the other two characters of the build. This specific build revolves around the person that made the Mona Lisa painting, which is Leonardo da Vinci. Or should I say, Leonardo da VENTI.
Drop it for a real one. Go ahead and pop it, let me feel some. Do it for the boy with a bag now. Movie star money making everybody act out. I don't lie to these women, if I want them then I tell them. Don't get fly for these women, I was born with these propellers. All my haters cannot beat me, so I call them acapellas. See, I'm only getting better, you only get jealous. You know that I run it. Everything you wanna do, I already done it. And I got your little boo telling me she love me. I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. You know, I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah. MD. JPB. You already know, baby. No Tabasco, but I'm so stuffed, that's a fact, yo. And if you think I'm running, you can run it back, yo. Go on, run it back. You know that I run it. Everything you wanna do, I already done it. And I got your little boo telling me she love me. I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah. You know. I said, damn, it's gonna be a long night.
Alright, so this is a build where everyone literally relies on each other for damage. Mona amplifies everyone's damage, VENTI with a Viridescent amplifies everyone's damage, along with the mob control, and Lisa deals the electrocharge bursts. And if you use every character's ult at the same time, you're creating a large AoE of continuous damage. This build is designed for exploration in mind, clearing out mobs of enemies. It's not really meant for killing bosses, but it's still doable. It's also a pretty decent build for floors 9 and 10, and I couldn't test it out on floor 12 because I don't have it unlocked yet for this lunar phase season. But like I said, this build is just for fun, using a play on word with each other's names. I've always wanted to try a build with Lisa in it, but I don't have her leveled up, and you'll see that all these characters are under-leveled, for my world level at least. The highest level character in this build is Mona at level 80. She has 49% crit rate, 144% crit damage, but only 169% energy recharge. The weapon she's using is a level 70 Wit Sith at rank 5. This helps me create a stronger burst with her ultimate, and to further increase the damage of her ultimate, as well as buffing everyone else's damage, she is using a 4-piece Noblesse set. This way, if I start with her ultimate, every party member gets an attack boost for 12 seconds. For my artifacts, I always try to get a balance of energy recharge with some crit rate and crit damage. On Lisa, I'm using 2-piece Thundering Fury and 2-piece Gladiator. These are just a mixture of artifacts that's been laying around in my inventory, like my Chongyun. Diona's the main healer of my team, and I'm equipping 2-piece Maiden's Beloved with some damage with Blizzard Strayer. My VENTI has a Viridescent set effect, and as usual, I try to focus on crit rate and crit damage for each, along with some energy recharge. For the weapons on each character, VENTI has a level 90 Stringless, Diona has a level 70 Sacrificial, Lisa has a level 90 Lost Prayer, and I've already explained Mona's weapon. As for the constellations, Mona has 1, Lisa has 3, Diona has none, and VENTI has 2. Everyone's elemental skill and burst are at level 6. Lisa's talents are actually lower than the rest, and that's because I don't want to farm for her. And Mona's the only one whose normal attacks are at level 6. This means my team hasn't been properly farmed, especially when each character has been left at level 60 when my world level is 8. With Lisa having barely leveled up talents, I was pretty satisfied with her damage, being able to take on world level 8 mobs and elite mobs. The playstyle with this build doesn't require you to use normal attacks at all. If you have enough energy recharge, you can keep casting your ultimate and using your skills over and over again. As long as you keep swapping characters, that is. The enemies will be continuously taking damage as long as you keep swapping, so there's no problem there. And by the time you finish casting your abilities, someone's ultimate will be available again. And then you could repeat until the enemy dies. If you also want to do a Mona Lisa comp just for fun, feel free to swap any characters around. For those of you who love Bennett, you can use him as a healer instead of Diona. This will help you hit even larger numbers with Mona and Lisa. If you want another D-VENTI team, have another D with D-Luke. Another play on words. He also covers any fire damage if you need pyro in your team. If you want more continuous AoE damage, you can use that new raid up character. Make a Leonardo VENTI team, and they actually all work amazingly well together. This will probably create a lot of superconduct explosions. I know a lot of people are pulling for Ganyu these days, so you might as well have her in the party if you really like her. She's a great addition, especially since no one is a dedicated normal or charge attacker. Another play on words you can use is Leonardo VENTI. Chi can cover any heals you might need. Continuing on, you might want to go Leonardo VENTI or Leonardo VENTI. Or maybe the Mona Lisa wasn't even painted by Leonardo at all. It was actually painted by the amazing artist Albedo with his assistant Sucrose. Alright, so I have a lot of things planned actually, and I'm working on quite a few videos, so you'll see them at a later date. Alright, so that's all for the showcase, and see you in the next video.